All right. Hey, everybody. I am working in Algebra 2 here in lesson 1-6. See that up at the top. One of the things that I try to always notice. And this is the first problem, at least at the time that I'm explaining it this year. So we have the system of equations. All a system of linear equations means is these are all linear. Just have exponents that are a 1 on all those, on the variables. And we're supposed to solve this. And so to do that, I prefer the method where you combine two equations to try to get a variable to cancel out. So if I take these first two equations here, the top one, x plus y plus z equals -2. And the bottom one, 5x minus y minus 6z equals -48. And by combining them, I mean add or subtract them together. I prefer adding. And you see right here, these y's, if I add these together, they're going to cancel it out. So these two y's adding together are positive and negative. X plus 5x, I'd have a 6x there. And positive z, -6z combined would be like a -5z. So by doing this, and when I add this, I've got a -50 over here. Eliminating a variable, getting it down to two equations with two variables. And then I can get another equation where I have 6x and 5z. I don't think I'm going to have to do that on this one because I kind of was looking ahead, but just reminding you, that's how you can eliminate variables. But if I take the top and the bottom equations, look what happens there. So if I have my x plus y plus z equal to a -2, and then the bottom equation, -x and a -y, and a -7z. And you combine these, look what happens. We even get rid of more stuff because when we add these together, those two cancel out the x's, the y's cancel out. When I add these z's, I just have a -6z, +1z on top, and a -7z on the bottom. Added together make a -6z. And -2 and -22, -24. So to solve the equation now, if I divide both sides by that -6, I've got z is -24 divided by -6 is 4. Now what you do is you work your way back to get the other two variables. So remember how when I started this, I worked over here and I got the equation 6x and -5z equals -50. Well, I know z now is 4 from what I did over here. So if I put that 4 in for this z, I've got 6x minus 5 times what was z again? 4 equals -50. So I can solve that to find what x is now. So this is -20. So I would add that to the other side, or add 20 to both sides. When I do that, -50 and 20 is 30. And I still have the 6x. Well, 6 times what is 30? So x is 5. We've got two of the variables now. And now we just have to get the third one. So if I look at that top equation again, you can use any of them, but this top one's one that grabbed my eye, because the three things together all add up to -2. Well, what do I have so far? Adding these two, the x and the z, 5 and 4, I have 9. It's supposed to equal -2. So 9 and a -11 would make -2. So that's what I'm going to have for my y. And then we just put them in. So we have one solution in order, alphabetical order if they don't show it. So the x was 5. And the second, the y, the x was 5. Make sure you choose them in the right order. The y is negative 11. And the z was 4. See how we did. Uh-oh. Got a mistake somewhere. 5 was the x, negative 11 the y, and 4 for the z. The unique solution. All right. So back to the drawing board. Again, I've explained to you before, and I don't really mind getting it wrong. I think it's a good way to show you determination here. So x and y and z, I'm looking at my first equation back here. X, y, and z are negative 2. I copied that right. 5x minus y minus 6z is negative 48. I added them together. X and 5x was 6x. Z and negative 6z was negative 5z. And negative 2 and negative 48 was indeed 50. Okay. What about when I combine the top and the bottom equations? X and negative x cancel. Y and negative y cancel. Z and negative 7z is negative 6z. And then negative 2 and negative 22 is negative 24. So divide those. And that is indeed 4 for z. Did I type them in right? Yeah, they look like. So if z was 4, when z was 4 right here, I had a negative 5 times 4 was negative 20. So this has to be 30. So x was 5, a negative 5, and a positive 5. Where did I get that? So I had negative 20, move that over, that's a negative 30 right there. So that's a negative 5. Let's fix that one. And then the 11's probably wrong too, because I think we used, so put that as a negative 5. So now back down here, right, whoops. Let's get the right tool here. Scroll my page. Let's get back there. There we go. All right, so where was I? Down here. Get this out of my way. Negative 5 and 4 isn't 9. That would be negative 1. And it's, again, it was supposed to come out to negative 2. So then y would be negative 1. So let's fix that one. And put it in again. Let's check our answer this time. There we go. And so that's how you do those problems. Combine equations. They call it the elimination method. Usually you're eliminating variables by combining equations, adding them and subtracting them. So good luck on that.